Hello, this is Eugene, host of the Money and Flow podcast. Super excited to talk to y'all about this archetype. One, because it's me, so that's exciting. And two, we'll talk about the positives and negatives towards being a huntress and why that's so important when it comes to your money. I'm in a very weird mood today, so I'm just being very honest with y'all. I'm getting into the nurturing side of my life, so we'll talk about that I guess, within the next couple of minutes. But as a whole, of course, the money huntress, or hunter, whatever you want to call yourself, y'all are all about how independence is a necessity. You like going places, you like meeting new people, you're really focused. There's a lot about the money huntress that people are attracted to, and then also because they're attracted to that, you're more likely to make leadership positions at a younger age. So as a money huntress, one of the things that you really, really believe in is standing up to someone, being really courageous, and then also being in leadership positions or making sure that you're getting your goals set. A good example, I always think about Serena Williams. That is a money huntress to the fullest. That is someone who literally took tennis, playing in Compton. Her and her sister are very similar. Took tennis, mastered it, try to understand it, and then now she's talking about how she can stand up for others if you're pregnant. She's one of the few tennis players that have been pregnant and then have come back from being pregnant. So some people believe in that, some people don't like that, but the truth is that's actually that's never happened before. So because it's never happened before, we're just like, oh my gosh, this person is really vocal about being pregnant. But honestly, it's a very new concept for tennis players. Regardless, I'm a fan of tennis, regardless of what you feel about Serena Williams, because there's always a debate with rules and what should and should not be. The truth is she's a money huntress and she's doing a lot of good for the world. Now, if you are a money huntress, I'm going to make sure I'm quick, not as long as the other ones, but your challenge is because you are a spitfire. You need some water. You need to slow down. You need to check yourself at the door, because sometimes when you are in your money hunter mentality or personality, you can go and never slow down. So one of the things that I learned literally a couple weeks ago was, why don't I just make it a point to go to the beach? Why don't I make it a point to go outside? Some of y'all need to go to yoga. Whatever you need to actually take the time and find the space to relax or to put yourself in a comfortable position. Yoga is a really great way, but for some folks, you do not like yoga and you're not ready for it yet. That makes a lot of sense. Another challenge that huntresses have is that pride can block you from your growth, especially with your money. Sometimes huntresses, they think because they've solved every single problem that they can handle every single problem by themselves. And you can't. There's no way that you can set those ideas without having someone else help you. A lot of times when it comes to money, this is what I love, and I'm guilty of it too, but when you talk to a lot of entrepreneurs that are in the focus mode, a lot of times they say, oh, I already know how to deal with my money. I already have my accountant. Are you making $1 million? Are you where you really need to be? Probably not. So just get over it. You don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know what you don't know, you're not going to get your money that you need. And that's a really hard thing for a huntress, because we're all about y'all, me, us, we're all about making sure that certain things are done. And if we don't get them done by ourselves, we become a little bit on the prideful side. I've been thinking about what's another way to think about it. I think, anthropologically, we've said that there were hunters and gatherers, but I think on wholeheartedly, like hunters and gatherers are actually kind of similar. If you really think about it, someone that hunts and searches for things, they're going out into nature to find something. Someone that is a gatherer, you are actually going out to do the same thing. You're just gathering. So I think most people tend to separate the two, but I think they're actually very similar. So if you're a money hunter, think about how are the different ways that you can activate your gathering spirit. How can you gather information, gather new people? Now, if you are a very focused, very driven money hunter, huntress, you got to really think about this and ask yourself these questions. All the work that you're doing, are you getting paid for your worth? Money hunters, people that work a lot, they work so much that they're not even thinking about where their money's going and where it's flowing. I think about right now, my partner is like in full on hustle mode. And it's kind of hard because we're both in this hustle mode, which has required me to slow down a bit myself. And so what are you doing to get paid your worth? Fortunately for him, I'm just tooting his own horn, but he has made it a point to get paid the things that he wants. So you really have to think about how much are you worth? And that's not saying of course you're priceless, but what it really means is, how do I need to get to point A to point B to get what I need? How much money is that actually going to cost? The other question you can ask yourself is, when do you take time for self-care? Most hunters, huntresses, unless they're in sports and they're athletes, 9 times out of 10, they will not take care of themselves because they're so focused. If you're an athlete, you have to get massages. If you're an athlete, you have to do certain things to make it where you are at your best, your peak. There are some people that are focused on that, but a lot of hunters, they don't think about it. That's why a lot of times they have to pay for those people too, right? Y'all think, as much as I love Serena, y'all think she just came out with all those cute clothes? No. She had to befriend a lot of people. She had to befriend Meghan Markle. She had to befriend a lot of folks so that she can help herself with self-care. All right. Now, the last question that you can ask yourself is, when you are focused, is it a distraction for other things? So I'm going to say that question again. Is your focus sometimes a distraction for other things? So as a money hunter, I'm looking at you. Sometimes we use our focus to literally distract ourselves and we're not actually focused. So what we think is doing the work, what we think is putting in the time, making sure that things work, that doesn't always help us or serve us. So really think about, is what I'm doing right now market research, or is what I'm doing right now actually an actionable step and it's helping us? Sometimes I'm very, very guilty of this. We will literally create a brand new plan, a brand new idea, a brand new archetype, a brand new whatever we need to, and we're not focused on the right thing. So really think about that. Other than that, that's it. This is actually the shortest one out of all of them because, of course, money hunters, y'all are busy and you have a lot of things that you need to take care of. So make sure you check out the quiz, which is like right here. I don't know where it is, but make sure you check it out. It's in the bio, the intro. I'm excited because we are going to talk about the group program. So I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But today I wanted to make sure that the money hunters' needs are met, specifically if this is their first day back at work. It's time for you to actually set some goals and make sure that your goals are achievable and they include your self-care.